It's Heather and Nikki from Woolly Elephant. Episode 45. Apologise for the crashing and banging, that's little Joseph in the background.
Sat in his high chair.
Yeah, don't know how much longer he's going to sit there for. Can we just say at the beginning, before we do anything else, we announced the giveaway winners in the last episode and we've not heard anything back from anybody. If we don't hear anything back by the time we do the next episode, we'll be redrawing it again. So it's going to be a quick episode today.
Yes.
We'll hopefully put links underneath of all the places that you can find us, rather than us keep spouting it off.
Yeah, we'll put it underneath.
We'll put it underneath. There were show notes under the last one. We'll try and be good and put them under again for this one. So we're going to do FOs, works in progress. We've got cross stitch, patchwork, bit of sewing today. So with a bit of all sorts. So without further ado, have you got any finished objects?
I've got a cross stitch finished object.
I'm sure that.
Okay. So I've just decided to get back into cross stitching because
we're in my front room this time, by the way, because we've got with Joseph, so we can go down on the floor or be in the high chair, watch TV, and
I decided I wanted to carry on with cross stitch. I think I said in my last episode I wanted to finish a project, but obviously I caught the bug again, and I got a magazine and I got a free kit on the front of this little mousey, cross stitch crazy.
It's so cute.
And
it's making me want to pick my cross stitch up again.
I bought the magazine just for the kits because you got this mouse and another mouse in a hammock, the patterns.
The price is worth it just for the kit, isn't it?
It was $5.99 and you got two little cards, but I'm not going to turn it into a card, I'm going to turn it into a bag, a little toiletry bag for her, which I think might be a lot nicer. It'll get more use rather than just sat on the, the fireplace. She might use it a bit more. So I'll do that, and I bought some new fabric, and I was thinking I'll probably show this in, but I was going to do the bag with this fabric. It's got little I think it's paisleys. Is that what they're called?
What?
Paisleys.
Pansies.
Pansies. This fabric bag with this on it with like a hot pink, like my hoodie zip. I think she might like that. Do you think she'll like that?
Who's it for?
Nanny.
Yeah, I think she will.
Yeah.
She likes a cross stitch.
So I thought that'd be a nice gift. On the pattern it does have French knots to go in the flowers, but I'm not doing that.
Why not? They're dead easy.
Yeah, I kept practicing and I kept getting them such a...
Well, they were easy. I used to do an awful lot of cross stitch.
So I thought, you know what, it doesn't need it, she's not going to know, it's fine.
Do you know, saying that, we've been thinking more about doing tutorials. Would you be interested in doing tutorials in the future?
Yeah.
Doing a few more tutorials. You could do things like that, how to do a French knot in cross stitch, how to do back stitch in cross stitch. I could do that. I used to do stacks and stacks of cross stitch years and years ago, before I started card making.
That's
but then I started knitting.
Finished object, so... And I've got 2 other cross stitch patterns that I'm doing. I've done some patchwork and knitting.
In fact, if you'd be interested in that, tutorials for cross stitch, or tutorials for knitting, or tutorials for anything in card making, not so much card making these days. Well, they've got a red mark on it again.
Let's have a look.
I can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh look, just where I'm sitting, I look like I've got like somebody's punched me there. Don't know what's going on there. Yeah, tutorials. If you'd be interested, comment below if there's anything that you'd like us to do a tutorial for. We've both done you sew and you knit and you cross stitch. I sew. No, I don't sew. I knit. And I did cross stitch for years. I had a card making shop for years. Card making, scrapbooking. I don't know if I've got time to do card making and scrapbooking, but if it was something I was asked, I probably could. Maybe
like a particular technique, but not building cards and stuff.
No, stamping. I did stamping and I did all the messy stuff. It was great.
The good stuff.
But anyway, just thought we'd put that out there. Because a couple of the videos that we've had that have had the most hits have been the tutorials. So people obviously like that. Anyway, I don't think I've not got a finished object this week. But I've got 3 work in progress.
Where did that gingerbread man come from?
I just went and got them. I bought some free from stuff. I just thought I'll go and get him one. Might keep him quiet a little bit longer.
He's that good.
Sun's in my face. Right, so, work in progress. I've still not finished this little jacket for Michael. I keep getting distracted, but last time you saw it, I'd only done...
It's a bit warm for it, yeah.
Yeah, well, not well, he'll need one in the summer, won't he, for when it's in the evenings and you want something a bit cooler. Last time, I'd only done the back, but now, I've done the two fronts. So, there we go, there's the back and the two fronts together. That is, can you see that? That is a little stitch marker from Coco UK, from her summer picnic basket. I think that's what they call the new ones.
They're cute.
That I got. That's a half a scone with jam and cream. It's dead cute. Anyway, this is a lovely little pattern. It was in a supplement that came with the magazine. I've mentioned it in former videos. These little squares are like fisherman's rib, so it's going to be quite thick. So I have started on one of the sleeves, and it should. He's not going to grow out of it before I finish it because it's quite reasonable size. So I've done that.
That King Cole one you knitted in, you know, the ribby strip one. That's been stretched to death.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It hasn't held.
It'll fit him when he's 10.
Yeah, it hasn't held its shape very well, though, has it? And I keep that in. Right, Maker's Gonna Make bag. I think I got this at one of the shows. I think it was from Sheeps, is it? I don't know how you pronounce it.
The one with the CH.
Yeah, with the whirl.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That one.
You know what I mean. Where they do the fancy shaded gradient whirl type things for knitting shawls.
Like
Schweppes, yeah. Nobody ever knows how to pronounce it. Have you got any more?
I've got whips.
You show your next whip and then I'll show mine.
Yesterday morning I cast on this Elton cardigan by Pogi Locatelli.
Oh, hang on. You carry on.
And I'm knitting it in this, which was dyed by Mum. It's like yellow and grey gradient. I can't remember what it's called. Yellow wave or something like that.
Wagtail.
Yellow wagtail.
I think there's one left in the shop.
And then I'm using this mohair. It's mohair and nylon, and it's by, I think it's Wendy Air.
It is. Some stuff I had left in the shop when I closed the shop.
Because what you do is you knit some stripes in one colour and then you knit stripes in the mohair. And you start at the back. So this is all I've done. So it's a bit curly because it's stocking it. And I've done my first lot of rows in the mohair. And it didn't half make my nose itch. It's a bit hard to show you this because there's nothing to it. So
it's going to look nice. The Elton carton, it looks lovely when you look at previous projects done on.
Oh, some people have some fab.
On Ravelry.
Someone's done one all in white, and it looks amazing. But I don't think I'm brave enough to knit in white. If the camera shakes, it's because there's a roaming toddler.
Yeah, he's now available. I'm trying to get that sun out of my face.
So the Elton, it's knitted in 4-ply and mohair. And I bought this about a month ago now, and I finally got around to casting it on yesterday morning.
I want to see what it's going to be like, because I fancy doing this as well.
No, I'm hoping it'll be a quick knit, because I'm working in stripes and I work quicker if I'm working something with pattern in it.
Yeah, well, you always want to knit to the next stripe, don't you? It's going to be nice and light and airy for the summer. So, looking forward to seeing how that comes out.
That was my thinking behind that.
With no soft filter on here this morning, have you noticed? You're getting us in all our unmade up glory. I've taken all the...
Well, you see as much you get.
Yeah, I've taken off the fancy filters that were on the phone. Because I noticed one day, I was taking a picture, or doing a video or something, and I kept looking and I thought, has he got these funny eyelashes? Eyelashes, what's going on? And then I turned my head and there was an eyelash sticking out somewhere. And this new update that had been on the phone with these, and it puts eyelashes on you and it just looked weird.
Charles just
and lipstick.
To a biscuit.
You didn't even need to put your makeup on, it just did it for you.
That's bonkers.
But when you turned your head, it didn't come with you. He's getting his lunchbox. It didn't come with you fast enough. And your eyelash would still be over here, which was a bit freaky.
It would be a bit freaky.
That's it. You're doing that project in one of your bags. Have you shown your bag?
No, this is one I got as my secret work, which is coming off.
Oh yeah.
So I've tried ironing it back on and it's not working.
Need some glue.
I've steamed it and it's not going to go back on. So
That's bad.
So like it's supposed to say just, but as you can see the J's gone and the S is coming off and the M's coming off. So it'll get to a point where I just peel them all off.
Yeah, and
I'll
cross-stitch something on.
I'll sew something on it. Yeah.
You could put waste fabric on it and cross-stitch something on. See, I remember my stuff, and I haven't cross-stitched for like 10 years. Oop, hang on.
We're gonna shake.
Yeah, sorry, child coming up.
Are you coming to say hello, Joseph?
You don't need that. You can have that. Hey, up the camera's sliding. You coming round? Come on. Come round here. Come on. Before my camera goes diving onto the floor. Ugh. Have a child. He might sit there for all of 30 seconds.
Who's that, Joseph?
Oh, he's off. Let's just put that on the floor. You can go off that way and play with those. Hang on, pause. Pause. We might just have 30 seconds. We've got I was wearing and showed them was wearing my V-neck boxer that I made in the last episode, and I cast another one on pretty much straight away because I wanted one to take away with me when we go away for a few days at the weekend. So this is coming out quite nice. So trying to get it to the point where I can join it in the round because you still knit. This is the back up to this point. The last one I did on straight needles.
Sorry, I'm just watching.
Yeah, last one I did on straight needles. This one I thought I'll do in the round because she gives you both options. So I've picked up for the right front is on there, and I'm nearly at a point. I'm nearly at a point now where I'll stop and then pick up for the next for the left front. And then you get down, I think, to the under the armholes, and then you join it in the round, which is the point I want to get it out before we go. So I've got travel. I can do it in the car where we're going because it's going to be a few hours travelling.
Yeah.
But I wanted to knit this colour ever since I dyed it. It'd been on the website for a while, and it had not sold. So I thought I'm pulling that off and using it because I've kept looking at it. This was my summer of 2018 colourway. So I might dye some more and put it back on. But I quite like this. I thought it would make a nice summery colour.
It's beautiful.
Which is like it's like pink. It's not quite salmony pink. It's more pink. It's like a vintage pink, isn't it? The pink in it's more like they're like more vintage pastels, like a sagey green and a vintagey baby
like
pink.
Brown undertone.
Yeah, and a light beige colour in it. I am alternating two balls because they are both, as you can see, quite different. This one's got a lot more of the pink in, got a lot more of the pink when they were all dyed together in the same pan, but this one obviously got more of the pink. So I've knitted when I was doing, because you're doing a lot of short rows around the back of the neck down to here. I just knitted in one ball because otherwise there'd been too much changing. I didn't want all these different ends around the neck, so I only added in the second colour when I finished the ridges and got to this bit and added it in. So there's less pink. There's less pink here, and then when I've done the front, I've done so that I'll have enough. The yarn will alternate more, and I'll have enough of the other colour. This side, I've just used the one that's more pink to here, and then I've added in the other one, so you can see a bit of a difference there. But I'm quite happy with that. I knew that would happen anyway, and I'll do the same on this side with the pinky one. So hopefully this should be, by the time we do the next podcast, I should be quite a way down.
Yay, Daddy!
Quite a way down on that.
Hiya, Joseph. Hello.
Yeah, on there. In a wave to the world. Can you see? Wave.
Sorry, Daddy.
No. Wants to come to Nanny, so that's that one. And let me just put that away, and then Nikki can show you a next. He's watching and dancing down here. He's watching the screen. Yeah, look. Who's that there? Look. Is that Joseph? Say hello. Hello.
So,
woo. He is, he's waving now. Right,
I
showed
did. Sorry. In the last episode,
He's walking there,
I'm
by the way,
always-
just.
I'm always yawning on when we're doing these podcasts because I work till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then obviously go home, and then I get up at 6 to take the kids to nursery. So I'll probably get about 4 hours sleep once I've actually gone to sleep. But anyway, that's why I'm always yawning.
You have to look out now. No, it's not.
So I was doing this last time, and I think I'd only done the middle bit and some of this, but I've done all this since. So cross stitching.
Very pretty. You've had this a long time, this kit, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had it. We bought it. It was the last knit and stitch show we went to, and I remember it was off. I think it was like Black Sheep or something like that. You know, one of those that sell loads.
Mm.
They do cross stitch as well as wool.
Oh, the ones at Birmingham, with the big
Yeah.
knit and stitch shows.
The big one at Harrogate we went to. So that was that, and this is I can't remember what make it is.
Thank you.
But
No.
hoping to carry on with that.
That was the. Hang on, let me just move that. The blanket that was on the table. I've got this new oak nested tables. I've got this stood on, and I put a blanket on to try and child protect it. And he was just.
He'll just pull on that.
He was just going to pull that off, and everything was going to go crashing.
And then I started. I said I bought a Harry Potter pattern.
No, you can't have that.
Look, you cheeky devil. And so I bought this pattern. And I started it, and I've done some eyes. Literally a pair of eyes and his spectacles. So it's not going to take me very long, I don't think. Because I did that in like half an hour after my first mistake where I didn't read the pattern right. And cross stitching with black floss in near to no lighting is not really good, because when I'm working at night we have the lights turned down more because it can be really harsh on your eyes. But I did that, and this is 16 count Ada, and I've never cross stitched with 16 count Ada. I nearly said knitted with it then. And this stuff's horrible. It's really plasticky, and this is Hobbycraft's own. I don't like it. So I think, because this lady, she's got a whole series of these. If I like it when it's finished, I'll get Ron and Hermione. And she's done Albus Dumbledore, Voldemort, and Snape. I think McGonagall.
You quite fancy having them all?
I fancy doing them all because they look. It's an easy pattern. I can't show you the pattern because we paid for one. So those are my two cross stitches.
Do you not have the name of the site? I was going to say I'll look on my phone and I'll tell you, but I can't, can I?
She's called Wandering Jack Crafts, and I got this off Etsy. So
Where's your phone? I'll pull it up on your phone.
I don't know where it is.
Right.
Could be anywhere. So that's that, and when I'm doing my cross stitch, I've been using a hoop. I do have a clicky in thing, which when I used to do it properly, it was like a plastic frame, and you'd clamp in either side to keep your Ada on. I always found that they would twist in, and my Ada won't be kept tight. I don't know if you ever found that.
I used to do all mine in my hand. I had a really good tension. I didn't like a hoop.
I can't do it with this plastic stuff. It hurts my hands.
No.
It's rubbish, that Ada. I will not buy it again. And that's Hobbycraft's own. I don't recommend it. And I've only done that many stitches. When I had to rip out stitches, because like I said, I made a mistake, it ruined the floss. I mean, to shreds, so I couldn't reuse it. Whereas if I used like a nicer Ada that was softer, it wouldn't have done that.
If anybody wants to see any of my former cross-stitch pictures, if you like cross-stitch and you want to see them, just say and I'll show them.
Yeah, because it's something we like. I've been posting it more on Instagram and people have been really enjoying it. It's been nice. So then I've also started a sewing project because I have all these scraps from all these bags I make and I didn't really know what to do. So I decided I'm going to do I found a log cabin block, and it was I can't get over how easy it was to sew and how quick it was. So here's one. The idea is you've got like your fire pit in the middle and then all these seats right in the edge. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But it was super easy.
Is it not supposed to be like, I always thought it was supposed to be like a log cabin, literally a log cabin, how a log cabin's fitted together in the corners. And the fire in the middle.
Well, when you look it up online, people just tell you all the different things.
Alright.
It could be that.
No, that's just what I thought.
So here's one. I did these on a Friday evening after work. I tend to have I do have a session where I just do all my crafts when husband plays on his PlayStation. And here's another one.
Sorry, I'm an anonymous voice from behind the camera.
I can't remember which way it goes. That way. Is it that way? No, it's that way. That's the right way up. And that's another one. And
It's updated. I was going to do it, but it's decided to do its update. I was going to show you the Harry Potter thing.
And then there's this one as well. So my idea is, I might turn some into bags. I might not. I can't make my mind up. I just like doing them. So I think with my scraps, because I've got a load of scraps that I've put to the right measurements, I can just going to sew a load up. And I reckon if I did, because these are 12-inch squares.
Yeah.
I think if I did 9 by 9,
you do it.
or maybe like 3 by 6, might get a decent sized quilt.
Yeah.
But then Michael, I bought this magazine yesterday. It's like a big bumper magazine for 50p from WH Smith.
I didn't know they had a sale basket.
It was right out the front door.
Alright, I'd have to go and have a look on the break.
They had magazines, they had like stationery, all sorts.
Wow.
They had kids' books, and it was a basket right outside, and this should have been a tenner, and I got it for 50p. So I walking past and my eye caught it. I was like, oh, because I keep looking at block patterns because I want to make the kids their own quilts. So Michael specifically pointed out one in here. Let me see if I can find it.
That's it.
Well, I'm not going to do the one he pointed out straight away because I've only ever done one other quilt and I cheated. I didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it. But this is the one he pointed out that he liked. I think he liked it because there's a little boy sat there on it and it's a cool shape and it's got pom-poms around the edging and he really likes pom-poms. And he specifically requested Spider-Man. Needs to have Spider-Man on it, Mummy. Okay.
You like Spider-Man everything, isn't it, at the minute?
So I've ordered Spider-Man fabric last night whilst I was at work and some other superhero, just generic, and I'm going to do him this. I'm going to do him a star one. I think that might be a bit easier for me for my first go with this star block. And I'm going to do Joseph, the same one, but with like car fabric.
Yay!
Car fabric, because he just loves cars and wheels and all that kind of stuff.
For building bricks.
So, yeah, that's his new favourite thing.
You can get 2 bricks together, look.
And that, like, it's going to be a nice big quilt like this. So, it's going to be good. So that's one thing. And I want to have a bash at this. Let's have a look. This pumpkin wall hanging, this pumpkin block. Because that looks like fun. A pumpkin. What am I on about? Pineapple.
Pineapple.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've lost the plot. Pineapple. I think that's fun. So, I like the idea of that. But there's so many patterns in here. There's a lot of blocks for me to practice and try. Because you have to be precise with your measurements. And I cheated and bought a foot ages ago to do 1/4-inch seams perfectly. Because I'm not very good at sewing straight. I don't think I am, so I took the middleman out and got a foot. And when we went to Skipton at the weekend,
Yay!
we took the kids to Bolton Abbey to do the Easter Trail, which was really fun. It was really busy and really hot, but it was good. But we went into Skipton first. Ben wanted pork pies and I wanted Pearl and Jane. So I got this, because Mum's been knitting some socks in it.
I thought it was that. It's not actually.
Is it not?
I'll show you in a sec.
I still like it anyway.
No, it's almost exactly the same.
West Yorkshire Spinners, Colour Lab DK, and Evolution in Colour, reared, sheared and spun in Britain.
And we'll just tie that into... Hang on.
It's made in Yorkshire.
These are the ones...
Oh yeah.
It's almost exactly the same, but it's the illustrious DK. I think mine.
So I got this to knit some socks in because they're really cool.
After she saw mine.
After I saw it, I was like, I need it. And then when I got to Pearl and Jane, I messaged Mum on the way saying, do you want anything for Pearl and Jane? It's not something I normally ask. And she's like, what? Are you going? So I video called her whilst I was there. It was quite hilarious. Showing her all the things, and Jane's there floating in the background like,
What's going on?
what's going on? So I bought this, and Mum bought some stuff as well. which was fun. And then I bought some fabric, but I'll let Mum show what she got. And then I think I'm done.
Yeah, those socks, which was this colourway, which is what Nikki saw, were knitted in, you haven't seen these, I started these since the last episode. I knitted this one over 2 evenings. It's actually the West Yorkshire Spinner Illustrious DK, this one. I thought it was that one when she bought it, but it do exactly the same thing, which is 75 merino, 25 nylon, so it's fine for socks. And I thought when I bought it, I wasn't paying attention properly. Just go and have a quick look what he's doing.
Joseph? What are you doing?
I wasn't paying attention properly. I thought I'd picked up 4-ply. I didn't look, I just saw rainbow. It was in with all the sock wools in Abercan in Manchester, if you've ever been.
Are you trashing me?
And I picked it up along with some other sock wools and took it to the till, and it turned out to be, when I got home and I picked it up to start a pair of socks, I realised it was DK, so I put it back down again. Cursing myself. I'd seen who'd done it online. I think it was Lisa Jones on Instagram, who follows me on Instagram. And I thought I quite fancied that. Anyway, I found in...
He's playing with the TV remote.
Yeah, but he's bashing it on my TV unit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph! Ta!
I wouldn't bother on my old TV unit, but this one's a brand new one. I found this magazine from back in January. I was flicking through looking for a sock pattern and came across, I think this was the January issue 98 of Knit Now. I quite like this. For the more run-of-the-mill magazine, for your accessories, I quite like this one. I don't buy it every time, but it's, I found these socks.
Joseph, not on the TV.
Which were knit in double knit, and they were called the Lemon Squeezy socks. Not quite sure why they're called Lemon Squeezy, because I'm knitting them in blue. But they are double knit, and they go from children's size upwards.
Look here, rapscallion, behave.
And I thought I'll start knitting a small size, and I'll put them away for a present for Christmas. But then I tried it on when I was doing it, and the small size is not that small. Fits my foot. Just had to knit it a little bit longer. I liked the heel construction on this one. I normally do the slip stitch heel, and this is a slip stitched heel, but you move it across. It's like a 4-row pattern, and you move the slip stitches across, and it gives you this like waffle effect, which gives a nice thick pattern. It made a change from the normal heel flap I do, and I might use it in the future because I quite like that. But I love these rainbow socks, and like I say, I knitted them in that one in 2 evenings, and you could wear it folded down. So they're nice socks for just sitting, wearing in the house. It feels a bit coarser than obviously a merino, but it's a 75 wool. They feel a bit more rustic, so they should be quite hard wearing, which I like for my socks. So I thought it was great. I have where are we? I'm onto the foot of the other one, but I'd picked up a jumper again and started knitting that. I got a bit bored. I've got a bit bored with stocking stitch. We're doing one boxy so quick over a month, and then starting another one, and you're basically just knitting stocking stitch. And so these are just basically stocking stitch with a slight pattern here. I fancied a bit of a change, so that could be more car knitting for when I go away. I'll probably finish them while I'm on holiday. They're knitted on, what did I knit them on? 3.5 mil. And I've done them on my DPNs, which are Knit Pro Symphony, 3.5 mil. Probably, if I wanted to make it a small size, I could probably go down one. But if you want to knit double knit socks, and you haven't got a pattern, I mean that one I got out of a magazine, but the aforementioned Pearl and Jane on her website, pearlandjane.co.uk, she has a free double knit sock pattern. Is it called the Easy Socks or Simple Socks? They used to be called the Hatcho Socks, and she's changed the name to... Anyway, it's a free download. It's in under where you can get the socks. It's a free download pattern, and it gives you a ribbed...
It's probably one that I'll probably knit in mine.
Yeah, I've knitted it about 4 or 5 times. They're a really good double knit sock, and they knit up really quick. If you've never knit double knit socks before, you want to have a go because you can knit them. If you have a problem with second sock syndrome, and you're more wearing your socks around the house, try knitting double knit socks because you'll have them knitted up in a flash. You won't have any problem starting the next one.
In a flash.
So, that's that one. And then I'd picked up my cable cardie, which I've showed before. I got the wool from from, sorry, I'm dropping things down here. My wool's getting tangled in with something else. I've got from Pearl and Jane last year, when we went visiting on our holidays last year. So, and I fancied picking that back up because it's a bit more. I needed something, whereas I hadn't been in the headspace to do anything that you have to think about, whereas now I'm getting bored of the stocking stitch. So I thought I'd pick up and start on this again. So obviously where the joke is I think is where I was last time. So in the last couple of days I've put all this on, and then guess what? I was cursing last night.
Oh no.
Last night I discovered a mistake in my flipping cable.
She did a mistake, Josie.
I did.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they stand out like a beacon, so it shows I was knitting tired.
You clever boy.
Can you see it? Right there. I've crossed over the wrong way. So now I'm at that point where I think, leave it, frog it, leave it, frog it. It's for me. So
Okay, it's handmade.
yeah, it's for me. But I have made another mistake further down.
Oh gee whiz.
Not in a cable, and you probably wouldn't notice if nobody pointed it out. This is because I'm knitting tired. I'm really tired in the evenings at the moment. And it's not like me to make quite so many mistakes. But hang on, see, I have to look for it to find it. This one I'm going to leave. This should be a double row of garter stitch here, as you can see from these. If you look at that, and then you look at that. I've spotted I've only done that. Well, there's no way I'm frogging that all back down there. So that doesn't bother me that much. This is the back of my jumper and I'm going to be wearing it. But I think what I might do is I might just take a thread and I'm going to go in and with a needle, I'm just going to thread a sewing needle, and I think I might just go in and put and stitch that in, because I've done that kind of thing before, to cover something up or where you've made a mistake. Just go in and correct it, and I'm going to see if I can just add in those stitches across there, save me pulling it back. So I'm all for trying to learn how to correct these mistakes without, but I don't know how to correct. I know you can see videos on how to correct a cable after you've knitted past it, but that where I've gone wrong is quite a few rows down there.
I would never have thought to look for a video on how to correct a cable.
There is videos, and I've seen on how to correct a cable, but it's going to mean dropping stitches down, and I think I'm just going to put. I think I will frog that back down to there. Yeah. It will. I think I'll frog that back down to there. I'm cursing because it's a real easy pattern.
Is that Pimsy with stitch marker?
It is. Look. This again is from that Copo UK set of picnic, and it's a jug of Pims. It's got little lemon slices in it, and they're just fantastic. I just love the set. As soon as she was making them and showing them on Instagram, I said, "Well, I'm going to have a set of them." And as soon as she put them out, I bought them. They're so they should last me all through the summer, because I was using her chocolate cake ones before. Well, now I like these. I love that jug. So I'll have to pull that back and correct that. But this is knitted in Knoll, hang on, can't remember the actual name. Kilcara Tweed. Knoll Kilcara Tweed. In shade 4847, and it's called Guido. It's got a bit of a rusticy feel. It's not so much, I don't know whether I'd wear it next to skin. She did say she designed all the patterns. It's in her Simple Knits pattern book. I've shown that before as well. She does ladies patterns. I've had that on before. This is the second pattern out of there, and there's at least another 2 in that book I want to do. And I wasn't originally going to knit them in the Kilcara Tweed because it's not overly scratchy, it's just a little bit. But she did say she designed them as outerwear. And yeah, this is a cardigan with a roll neck, which well, obviously it's not going to be a summer wear, it's going to be something I'll wear over other things. And I just love the colours of this yarn, this mohair tweed. Is it mohair? Did I say mohair too? No, pure no, 100% pure no wool, Kilcara Tweed. And it's the colours. Yeah, the colours are just so vibrant.
It's going to look amazing when it's done.
There's a fabulous like hot pink colour and a mustard colour, and I just like to knit them all. I think the purple one as well. Hang on, earthquake coming. So that's that.
It's not for playing with.
That's currently in my nothing to do with Christmas. Christmas, Mrs. Mood bag. I really like this bag. He's trying to grab the stand. No, don't you throw a paddy for that young man.
You can walk from here.
So that's everything I've got in my current works in progress. Anyway, What's that? We're on 20 past 9. We're not too bad. It's 20 past 9 on the... Is it the 24th today?
Something like that.
I think it's the 24th. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's the 24th of April. So all I was going to show, other than that, there, that's the wool I bought over the...
Sorry.
What was it? Facebook video messenger. Live messenger while she was in Pearl and Jane. She says, do you want anything? Taking me round, and I saw this. So I even paid for it over video link. Retreat. It's like a single ply, chunky. And I really love that colour. So I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet. I have found a big shawl pattern that's knitted in that. But I can't make my mind up whether I'm going to do that or do a jumper. So all I've got left to show is some of the wool I've been dyeing.
Yeah.
So you show.
I bought some fabric just because, I know. This was my Easter treat because either the wool or the fabric, I can't remember which. I didn't have an Easter egg.
Nanny, that's me. See, says Nanny, doesn't say mummy, doesn't say Nanny. Come on, babes. Oh.
So these are all fat quarters. So I've got pink fishies, sea horses.
It's a Ridley.
I thought that was cute. I have to remember sometimes I can buy fabric for me. You know, it doesn't always have to be for a bag. This, I thought this was nice. This company I bought it from, they're called the Quilt Cabin. They had a stall and they did 5 fat quarters for a tenner. Or I think there was something like, I can't remember what they were separate, but it worked out a good deal. And I had to be awkward and get 6. I think they were £2.50 on the roll. Got this, which I thought would go nice with like this. So that was lovely. This one I showed earlier with the pansies, which I thought was nice. This, which is greeny blue with polka dot, which I thought was a nice colour. Got some mermaids. That's pretty. And then I got...
Oh, nice. Then.
I got these little birdies and they say love and happy. And the birdies are kissing, which I thought was cute. So I got those. They're super cute. And I've got some Spider-Man on its way and some other superhero fabric.
What are you going to make with them?
These, I don't know. Not decided. They can be bag. The fat quarters.
Recommendations in the box below. And while you're down there, hit subscribe and like. It does help the channel, and we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, it's nice. We like doing this because we enjoy doing it, but it is nice if we know that people are watching. And even if you just comment, just to say hi, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I got those, and I don't know what they're going to be yet. Probably be patchwork or a bag or purse or something. Won't be able to get a whole purse out of one eye. Maybe a front and back. So that's that, and I'm going to pop into, we've got a charity shop, craft charity shop. I think I might pop in there on the way.
It's in my old shop.
Which happens to be Mum's old shop. So
yeah.
Might go in there and see if they've got any fabric I can use for the kids' quilts, because if I can, then that'd be awesome. But I think that's all for me.
I hope there was nothing in there.
No, there wasn't.
It's gone down the back of the settee. Right, so I've managed to get a bit of yarn dyeing done. I'm giving him something to put in and take out to try and distract him. I've done a bit of yarn dyeing over the last few days, and I've lost my yarn dyeing mojo for a while, but anyway, when I got done on Monday, I managed to wangle the day off on bank holiday Monday.
How did you manage that? Magic.
I know. So I'm just finishing off. I've got some 50 gram skeins, which I don't think I'm going to buy in again, but I'm using the last few up, and I've done this one. This was, I'm calling Puffin. It's not on yet. This should hopefully be I'm going to try and get them on before we go away on Saturday. But this one's called Puffin. I've done it from the colours, obviously, of a puffin. The orange is his beak, which I think is the most prominent bit, hence I've put so much of it in. Obviously it's a blackbird with an orange beak, which has got a bit of yellow and black and grey, and there's a bit of grey as well, so there's a bit of grey in there as well. The black for his body, the main orange is the bit that's the focal point you see on a puffin.
First thing you see.
So so this is on a merino, a real soft merino nylon in the 50 gram. So hopefully they'll be on. If you like it and you're looking, you do well to follow our Etsy shop, which is Woolly Elephant, so that you'll get notified when I put these things on. I did a black to go with it, a 20-gram Sparkle Mini to go. I was going to do it as a sock set, but then I thought I'm not going to list them together. I was going to, but I don't think I will list them together, because then that gives you the choice if you want to buy them separately. You might like the red, the puffing colour, but not necessarily want the black sparkle, and I know a lot of people like black minis. And I did these in with some regular 75-25 merino singles, not singles, with 20-gram merino minis. Whereas these took the black really well. The regular merino nylon didn't take it as well, so I need to dye them again to get a proper black, as black a black as that. This is a different yarn from a different yarn company. It's took the black really well, and it is a proper black.
It's really well.
With a silver sparkle in it.
Degrees.
So I might call that one, could be called Night Sky or something like that.
Yeah, Starry Sky.
Like a starry sky. But I need to re-dye the other ones, put some more black dye in, because they've got a bit of a brownie look to them. Either that or that just sucked it up more and got more of the dye.
It's greedy yarn.
So on the same day, I did this one as well. I was trying to get a tealy colour. Would you say that's teal?
Yeah,
Shades of teal. It's like a tonal.
Variations. I love it.
Started off as turquoise and has gone to... I'm still working out how to get some colourways and different shades. I love this. This is going to be... Nikki said it looks like a mermaid's tail. So this one is going to be mermaid's tail. I've done that on my regular merino 75-25. Now this is one of my most popular colours, the mustard. So quite a lot of this. The mustard colourway. So I have dyed it, I've re-dyed, and it's back on the website, back in stock in my regular 75-25 merino. But I've also dyed it on, these are my merino silk solo base. So I thought I'd dye some on that with summer coming. And mustard is still popular. It's going to be a popular colour through the summer in fashion and things. So everybody seems to like this colourway. I dyed it on that. This is so soft.
I love the texture of it.
Drape it. Be nice in a shawl or something like that. So I've dyed a few. I think I've done 5 in that. I've done 5 in the. There. That's it next to the 75-25. So it's a slightly less bold yellow.
I love it.
But that's my mustard seeds, I think it's called. Mustard seeds colourway. And then we thought, if you're looking to put colours together, put that down there, these two go together really well. Now what made me think of them two colours together was I was started watching the second Mamma Mia film. And there's a scene, if you haven't watched it, where he phones her from... He's abroad on a job learning to run in a hotel, and she's setting up a hotel, and it shows them there are bedrooms in each room, and his is in these colours. in these colours, which I thought looked well together. And I've also done like an aqua colour. This is like a tonal one again. I've put a few speckles in this one. This one, I think I can't remember what I've called it. I've not put the labels on yet, saying what it is. Aqua bead. I don't know, it might just be aqua.
It's pretty.
But I think that those go together quite well with those as well. If you wanted like that kind of way, shaded, or that way, would make a nice-ish fade.
It'll make a lovely fade,
I think. And then on top of that, I don't know whether this would go with all of them. I did. This one's called Wild Salmon. That's Wild Salmon, which is a pinky peach. I was going for coral, but ended up with salmon because I hadn't quite figured out the coral should be more pink. And that I thought, well, that looks a nice salmony colour. So those two colours go together quite well. I've done this aqua colour in minis as well. God, it's going to sound pulled. Sorry. So they went under the table and stood up under it.
My goodness.
Sorry, we
fell off the side of the earth.
We did. We fell over. So, so there you go. Wild salmon, aqua, go together. Maybe not with the mustard one, but those three go together quite well, would make a nice like summery type fade as well. Those ones are already, these ones are already in the shop. They're on the merino. They're all on the merino. And then I did these ones on the other day. He was wandering off on Polworth. I have a Polworth base as well. So this one I've called horse chestnut. Pretty much like the colours of a horse chestnut. Yeah. Which is like a chestnut colour with greeny, yellowy speckles. And then this one is this one's peach melba ice cream.
Sorry, this high chair's there and he's just pulling himself up to get a strawberry off.
Which is a peachy pink with speckles, which is a nice summery colour. These are on my Polworth base, which is very similar to blue-faced Leicester. It's a long staple yarn, so it shouldn't pill as much when you're wearing it. This is merino. This one's called blackcurrant ice cream, which is purple and pink and lilac with bluey green speckles. So that one's blackcurrant. That's on the merino nylon. This one is, I love this colour. This is my favourite one of the lot. This one I've called A Beautiful Day.
A Beautiful Day?
A Beautiful Day, which is blues and greens with speckles of red and blue and greens.
What's it be?
It's got mossy greens and things.
It's nice.
I've got this also on a new base, which I've already put on the website, on the shop, but I haven't put this one on yet. I've got to get this one on. I've got one called British Sock, which is 75% or 100%, 75% British wool, 25% nylon. It doesn't specify particular wool, it just says British wool. But it's not as soft as the merino.
You're a nutter.
But it's supposed to be really close to Blueface Leicester. So we're giving that one a try. And it takes the colour really well. So the one I've dyed in that, the little colour's just a little bit more vibrant than on the merino nylon. So if you want to check that one out, that's already on the website. This should be home shortly. And I've just put more. This is becoming one of my more popular colourways as well. I've not schemed these up yet. It's Fairy Dust on the merino nylon as well, which is a pale aqua with red, violet and blue speckles. Red, violet and blue speckles. This is becoming more popular, which is really pretty colour.
Just having a conversation.
So that's it. I'm hoping to get a bit more done tomorrow, so that and I'm going to try and get some of these on. Some of these are on already, and trying to get some on, the rest on before I go on holiday. So it's 25 to 10. We need to wrap it up because I've got to be at work at 10 o'clock. So until a couple of weeks' time.
See you
we
then.
won't see you for a couple of weeks.